Mr. Peter, check this out. I've got some really cool wines to share with you. A whole range of styles, a range of locations, different grape varieties. Let's get into it. First, we have a vintage champagne, actually two vintage champagnes. One from Leclerc Briant, 2014. They're based in Épernay. And this is a blend. So you see that Pinot Noir, Chardonnay, Meunier in there. So it's going to be a blend of a few different grape varieties. Low dosage, 3 grams per liter. So on the dry side of champagne, and definitely kind of an insider's brand here, Leclerc Briant. I think they're delicious and super cool. Excited for you to try them. As well as Peter Peters. This is a famous grower that all of my Somme friends love, and I do too. This is Blanc de Blanc, so all Chardonnay single vintage 2017 from Grand Cru Le Ministre Auger. So both champagnes super special and unique in their own way. You know, we see these Blanc de Blanc champagnes, and they're often prized by having this airy, light, fluffy complexity. When you get in some of the red grapes, like Pinot Noir and Meunier, it adds a different body and fruit profile to the wine. Speaking of Chardonnay here, this is a white Burgundy Osé de Retz by Domaine Leflaive. Osé de Retz is one of the villages kind of near Meursault and Montrachet. This is one of the situations where Leflaive kind of has a partnership with a grower, like a farmer, and they buy the fruit from the farmer. And as far as I know, Osé de Retz is the only place where they do that. So kind of a super unique version of their wine here. Next is Rara Avis by Raúl Pérez. This is a very modern, kind of innovative producer of northern Spain in Galicia and Castilla y León. What we're looking at here is an Albariñ, different than Albariño. This is a white grape that's very obscure from northern Spain and should be super complex and edgy and bright. Another cool white wine here, Riesling, back to France. This is from Alsace and is a Grand Cru. There's over 50 Grand Crus in Alsace, and Fürstentum is one of them. And so kind of breaking down the label here, Alsace Grand Cru. The name of the cru or vineyard is Fürstentum. Riesling is the grape. And then you see at the kind of bottom of the label, it's Domaine Albert Mann is sort of the winery name, but Jackie and Maurice Barthélemy are the growers, so they handle the vineyards and the winery. And then Wettelsheim is the location, the village of the winery. So a lot of information on a label like this. Next is Barolo. We love Barolo. And Nebbiolo is the grape variety from GD Vira. This is the Baudana vineyard. Really a lighter pigmented red wine with a lot of power and intensity. So a great dinner wine. Another intense wine is Carmenere. This is a grape variety by Errázuriz. This is their Kai. And I like that grape leaf on there. You know, the grape leaves change colors throughout the seasons, just like leaves on a tree do. So they're also deciduous in a way. So this is Carmenere, gonna have a lot of intense dark fruit and herbaceousness. Look for that roasted poblano pepper in there. A couple of aged wines here, Chateau Montbusquet, 1994, and Santa Duc Gigondas, 98. So these are gonna have, you know, some softer corks. So just be aware with that and be very careful when you're taking the corks out. The Saint-Emilion is a Merlot-based blend with Cabernet Franc. Gigondas is a Grenache-based blend from the Southern Rhone. Both of these should be really delicious and in a really interesting place for their aging. I would say this is still within window for both of these and should be really complex at this point. Another last two wines here, Côte Rôtie. So instead of Southern Rhone with the Gigondas, Côte Rôtie is in the Northern Rhone based on Syrah, and Cluzel-Roche is one of the up-and-coming kind of hip producers that's doing a great job. And this is based on Syrah, with the wine name honoring the soil type of that area. And finally, a very unique wine here. This is a Vinsanto Comes from Santorini, famous island of Greece. You can see how dark the color is. It almost looks like a tawny port, but this is a wine made from dried grapes, specifically Assyrtiko, and lots of interesting Greek lettering on the back label there for you to check out. But I would say it's going to taste maybe more like a PX sherry. You know, it's going to have a lot of sweetness and intensity, but should be really delicious and will keep in the fridge for a long time after opening as well. So a treat to enjoy for the holidays along with the rest of the set. Cheers.